What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the channel. I hope you're having a good day. And today we're going to be going over the Armory system. You know, whenever you first look at the Armory system, it's a little confusing for some people, and that's why I'm making this video, to try and help some people out. You know, alright, let's get into it. So after you unlock PvE, after you beat the tutorial mission, the intro mission, there will be a spot on the battle barge called the Armoring Hall. And when you go in there, you'll be greeted with a menu that looks like this. So there's a couple things we could do when we pull up this menu. Let's start with our main weapon. So when we enter this tab, we'll be greeted with a series of weapons that we can choose from. On my Vanguard, I'm using the melter rifle, so I have that equipped currently. In this tab here, we can see a couple things. We can see our available weapons we have at the top. Also at the top, we can see how much armory data we have, how many rec points we have, and at the bottom we can see the different versions of the weapons. Right, we have the regular versions. Then, you know, they progressively get better and better. This is where some people start to get tripped up with the armory data, right? So I'm explaining it like this. Whenever you use a weapon, you accrue XP for that weapon, right? So they start at common, as you can see currently here on the screen. We started at common and we got enough XP to ascend to master crafted. That's when we use our master crafted data. You can't use master crafted data for anything other than master crafted weapons. And if you're confused, master crafted weapons are the second tier. So it's common, then master crafted. So as you can see there, I just unlocked the next tier of weapon, right? Next tier, which is master crafted. Be mindful, you won't accrue any XP towards master crafted unless you unlock it. I'm gonna say it again. You don't accrue any XP from master crafted unless you unlock it. So as soon as you're able to use that data to unlock the next tier, go ahead and do it. So you can start earning XP towards Artificer, and it's the same thing for Artificer to Relic. Now that we've unlocked master crafted weapons, we have two choices now that we can choose between, right? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna unlock both of them, and I'm gonna explain how we can further use our armory data to enhance our experience in the game. Now that we have both weapons unlocked for master crafted, we have a choice to make, right? So say I want to use master crafted beta or master crafted alpha, and I don't want to use the other one. Here's what we can do. We can use our master crafted data to automatically level up that weapon. Like, we can max out the weapon so we don't have to use it, and we can spend our time using the weapon that we want to use to get our XP for master crafted. So now I want you to look at where my mouse is currently hovering over. I'm hovering over the mastery points. Whenever you max out a weapon, you get a mastery point for that weapon class. So you won't get a mastery point for the bolt rifle, bolt carbine, if you level up the melter rifle, right? And when you get these mastery points, you can use it in the perk tree. Alright, let's go over here to the perk tree. You can see that there's various different perks that you can choose from. You can mix and match them according to the white lines on this perk tree. As you can see in the Artificer area of the perk tree, you see how one of the perks in the middle, they interconnect. So that means you can go down a different perk tree while starting at, so say you start at the top, you can switch to the bottom. Or if you start at the bottom, you can switch to the top. Alright, let's go back to the weapons. And now we have our weapon here that we can use in our games to level it up. And we can get another mastery point off of that. It doesn't change from weapon to weapon. It doesn't matter if it's melee weapon or ranged weapon, right? As long as you use it, level it up, or if you don't want to use it, you can use your armory data to level up the weapon. So I'm gonna show you another example. Say I don't want to use Gathmore Crusade, right? I'm gonna get it here. And say I don't want to use Gathmore Crusade here. I'm gonna use my Armory data. I get that mastery point just like how we did it with the Melter Rifle. There's no difference between melee weapon, primary weapon, secondary weapon, and you can see that we can choose from the different perks here at the top and the bottom. Now let's go over to the perk tree. Run this back out here. Perk tree. And this is where you could select your perks that affect you in game, just like your weapons. So you use your rec points for these perks, right? And you have core perks that only affect you, right? Then you have team perks that affect your entire team. This is a team-wide buff, so you can coordinate with your team to see what you guys need. Same thing with gear perks. Gear perks only affect you, right? And signature perks only affect you, right? And if we hover up at the top here, we can get a detailed description of our main ability. And that's it for the perk tree. Real self-explanatory, gives you descriptions of everything you need to know. Now we're gonna head on over to edit armor. And the armor system, real easy. You play missions to unlock armor pieces, right? Armor pieces are not tied to level, right? I'm gonna give you an example here. As you can see, my assault's level 25, and I don't have the last armor pieces for my assault. Let's go over to my tactical real quick. And here's my tactical, you know, looks like he's been there, done that, veteran of the chapter. Not so much Vanguard, but he's level 15, as you can see. And I almost have all the armor pieces for him. You know, it's not tied to level. You just gotta get in there, do the missions, complete the missions. If you want to cosmetic grind, you could do Inferno on minimal difficulty. That's the fastest way of getting cosmetics as far as I've seen. Well, that's everything I have for you guys. This is a broad overview of the Armory system. You know, you can get more into it with the perk tree, with the two different perk trees for the weapons and for your characters, different builds and whatnot. But this is a broad overview, just the real basics of it. And if you found this video helpful, you know, like it, subscribe, leave a comment for your boy, and I'm gonna catch you on the next video. Peace.